Hi everyone, my name is Mariam Mustafa and I'm an assistant professor with the Department of Computer Science at the Lahore University of Management Sciences, Pakistan. I'm a computer scientist and my work lies at the intersection of human-centered computing and global development. In particular, my research engages feminist perspectives towards designing technologies for and with underserved communities. Information and communication technology interventions are increasingly being used in the global south to enable economic growth, employment, and empowerment. There is, however, also growing agreement that the impact of these technologies in the global south is not gender neutral, but amplifies the existing gender inequalities within these countries. This is also true for Pakistan, where most ICT interventions deployed have been largely ignored the unique needs of the Pakistani female population, which is approximately 50%. Given the patriarchal structures that constrain women in Pakistan, traditional Western digital solutions do not work. Detailed ethnographies reveal specific cultural, religious, and social contexts ICT interventions must design around. My work explores the specific needs and constraints of low literate, low income women in Pakistan to tackle the gender design of technologies for financial inclusion, maternal and mental health care, and digital social connectivity. In this particular project, we focus on understanding the potential of technology to provide women in Pakistan equitable access to employment opportunities and safe spaces for their personal narratives of workplace violence and harassment.
Hi, I'm Hadia Majid. I am an assistant professor of economics and the director of the Sayyida Wahi Gender Initiative at LAMS. I am a development economist whose broad research agenda considers the impact of monetary and public resource constraints on individuals in Pakistan. In the past few years, I have been focusing more on the barriers constraining women's access to earned income. Pakistan not only has one of the lowest female labor force participation rates in the world, but women are considered secondary workers, earn significantly lower levels than men, and are by and large employed in precarious, sometimes even hazardous work. By first describing and then understanding the individual and systemic mechanisms underlying this manifestation of women's poor economic status and lack of opportunities, the ultimate aim is to design interventions that improve women's access to decent, empowering work. We aim to conduct a detailed qualitative study of female factory workers to understand their experiences of harassment and marginalization, their access to safe spaces to seek support, and share their narratives and their current access to technologies with a specific focus on mobile phones. This initial case study will then be used as the basis to prototype a voice-based application to reach low-literate, low-income women where they are, to create digital social networks for support, empowerment, training, and employment opportunities. The end goal being to end the silence and taboo around workplace sexual harassment and violence, allowing for a collective voice that leads to accountability and reduction in workplace harassment. Our case study will primarily focus on female factory workers in Lahore and Faisalabad districts of Punjab, the most populous province of Pakistan. Given that we want to explore deeply personal narratives, we would aim for a snowball sampling to ensure we are starting from a place of trust and acceptance into the communities we work with. The purpose of our fieldwork then will be to document and understand the working conditions of female factory workers and the primary impediments that they face while working, especially incidents of harassment, both en route and at work. We will also be focusing on understanding their existing support mechanisms, their access to and use of mobile phones and other technologies, and the existing mechanisms for the dissemination of information within these communities of workers. We will also aim to pay special attention to job switching due to a hostile work environment and the challenges that these women face in their homes due to issues at work. Additionally, the questionnaire will be fielded to ask respondents to clarify any steps undertaken by the management to improve working conditions.
The case study will then serve as the base for the development of the prototype. The goal for the design of the prototype is to explore the application of the model of participatory design within this context. Given that our target population is low literate, low income women, who our previous studies reveal have limited digital literacy, the traditional methods of participatory design will need to be modified and adapted. This is an important aspect of this project we wish to explore and document to create new methods and guidelines for researchers aiming to create technologies for low-literate women in patriarchal and oppressive contexts. One main challenge, but also opportunity in the designing of the prototype, is to explore not just the potential design, but also how to prototype with a digitally low-literate population. We look forward to engaging with everyone. Thank you.